Howdy ho everyone, welcome back to my channel. So glad that you can join me here this afternoon. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. There is content on this channel for everyone, and I'm uploading relatively regular, and there's all kinds of cool things that I got coming up in the near future. I don't want you to miss them, so click that subscribe button. Also, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It really, helps me keep in mind what people are enjoying and what people aren't enjoying, which is the majority of my content. But, if you enjoyed it, yeah, just do one of those. Anyway, nose is a little stopped up, so if I sound a little stupid, that's because of that. But today, we are going to be taking a look at my scent bird of the month. I got two, like usual. One of them that I paid, it was like the Saks special, and I had to pay $10 extra for one of them. And the other one was just the fragrance of the month, or a random fragrance that they chose for me. So let's start off with the fragrance of the month, or the one that was random in my queue. This is actually Benson East 12th. So here is the little card that they send you. On the back here, it says it smells like Road Damask, Black Cedar, which I didn't even know was a thing. I just thought cedar was cedar, but of course, black cedar, orange cedar, pink cedar, you get the idea. So, oh, and zesty orange. And in case you were wondering, there they are right there. There's the list right there, and even the ingredients list if you're interested at all. Anyway, East 12th. Immerse yourself in my New York City through notes of delicate rose damask, intoxicating black cedar, and zesty orange. Electrifying, edgy, unforgettable. Rose damask. So this fragrance is actually made in USA, and it says that right here. Pretty cool. The bottle, this is what the bottle would look like had I bought the actual bottle, but, I just got the Scent Bird special here. That's actually a really cool looking bottle. A little tassel deal going on. Now, I'm not too crazy about some of the fragrances out there that have little keychains and shit dangling from them. And, it is what it is. Take it or leave it. But, so, I didn't get a case with my order this month, so I just got one of these tubes. Let's see if so I just got these tubes. You usually get a little tampon holder tube looking thing. And, it houses your scent. They even have their little name printed on it. Scent Bird. But yeah, it's just a little tube that they use to ship you your product. So you just, you take this little top with the SB logo on it, and then you go, pop, you popping tops. Then you pour out your fragrance. And you get these, of course you get the little travel spray here, good for about a month's worth. Little tube vial here. They are made out of glass, so be careful, in case you didn't know. Ashley Benson, East 12th. And then once again, damn it. Where's it at? Oh yeah, right here. Made in USA. So, let's do the responsible thing, and let's spray it on me, and let's see what Ashley Benson East 12th is like. What do you think? What do you think it's going to smell like? Do you think it's going to smell like rose, cedar, or orange? Because if you do, then those are the notes, and I guess you'd be right. So it is a very light and airy, aromatic kind of fragrance. Super peppy, almost. It's like, It's super light, though. I think this would take multiple sprays just to kind of, intensify the fragrance and make people actually notice it. But if you were to walk up on somebody with just a few sprays, you would pick up a little bit of it. It would be extremely light. But now the scent is virtually gone, and I don't know if that's because my nostrils are dried up or whatever, but the scent is so light. And I'm not a big fan of light scents. Let me get another little. And it does have a very rose-like quality. Not necessarily picking up on any type of wood hints like the black cedar listed on the card here. But it definitely has a floral scent to it. I get where they're going with the zesty orange description, but the wood is nowhere to be found. Not in these nostrils anyway. Not really picking up on it. And like I said, now that I added that extra little spray, I'm starting to, it smells. I'm not going to say it smells better, but it does. It definitely helps push that fragrance a little bit and give it a little bit more umph. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a really, really light fragrance. But, and it is an EDP. Let's see here. This is not a fragrance that I would typically seek out, but I could see how somebody might enjoy it. This isn't my style or taste, so I think I would rate this probably about a 4 out of 10, mainly just because it's so light and airy and it doesn't stick that well. Now that I've applicated several spritzes, is what I'm going to call them. The scent is sticking, but like I said, it's pretty light and just overall not something that I'm interested in. But like I said, it's easily understandable while somebody might want to use this and maybe even be their favorite fragrance. Not me though. 4 out of 10, which I guess isn't that bad. The bottle, on the other hand, though, look at the bottle. It actually looks pretty cool. But I'm not a big fan of the goofy things hanging off of them. Just not. But, oh well. So that's fragrance number 1. Are you ready for number 2? House of Sillage. House of Sillage. Yeah, look at that bottle right there. That is a very fantastic looking bottle. Right here, if you're looking, it almost resembles it. I don't know if the colors are really coming through like they should be, but it almost has like that ruby red color, obviously with the gold cap and the gold illustrations on the front of it. HOS #1 printed right there on the front of the bottle. But if you notice, it looks color-wise similar to the One Mysterious Night by Dolce & Gabbana. Same color scheme. Now, will they smell the same? Probably not. But let's get into some of the fragrances. And I chose this one. This is the one that I paid $10 extra for to experience it. It has some of the fragrances that I like the most, which is amber, cinnamon, tonka bean, clove, and vanilla. Those types of fragrances blend very well together, and it's not forced smelling. It smells natural and it flows really good. And those are the types of fragrances, in my opinion, that are more along the lines of for the dressier days, or the more fancier type of fragrances. So that's kind of what I seek out. This one's made in France, so there is that. If you care at all, there is the ingredients list right here. If you were interested in that too. If not, no big deal. An exquisite scent blended with hints of tonka, amber, and oud. It's enriched with spicy and smoky traces of clove and mahogany in a full-bodied accord of timeless masculinity. That's a very bold word to put on a fragrance. However, that's some of these fragrances out there. That's what they're aiming to do. They want to smell, the sexiest for a man, the richest for the man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Sometimes that's the idea behind some of these fragrances, and I guess that's what they're going for. But House of Sillage, that's such a wild looking bottle. That's one that I don't know if it's kind of those. There's bottles out there that look just a whole lot better than the actual product itself, and let's hope that that's not the case. You got to have good presentation, and your product has to be top notch, right? It goes hand in hand. Anyway, just like the other one, came in this little tube, have Scentbird's little logo right there on the front of it. Nothing too crazy. And of course, these aren't labeled like the actual vials on the inside, the little atomizers on the inside. It's, they just grab one, throw it in the chute, and go. So let's open this mother lover up and take a look. Alright, so the other color of the fragrance, the Ashley, Ashley Benson, it was clear. This one has a little bit of a yellowish kind of tint to it. Not that means anything, but sometimes, the darker fragrances do have a little bit of a tinge color to them. It's not really sure why, but they do. If your bottle's red, the fragrance is darker. I don't know. But, with some exceptions, like Dolce & Gabbana The One. I'm going to refer to that a lot because I love that fragrance. But, clear glass, brown liquid, whatever. House of Sillage, made in France, not for resale, independently repackaged by Scentbird. Okay. Very spicy right off the bat. The first thing I was met with was hints of cinnamon. With a little bit of that. Ooh. I smell cinnamon, and then I get hit with a little bit of the amber, followed by vanilla, and then a little bit of the oud that they speak of. That is a fantastic smell. It's not as strong as I thought it would be, but it does have like a medium flow to it. Let me see if I can't get another little spray going here. It is definitely a darker, sweeter fragrance, and those are my all-time favorites. Yeah, I immediately get hit with amber or cinnamon, followed by amber, and a little bit of vanilla, and then that oud that they talk about. Now, the clove is not something that I'm really picking up that they mention here. Not something that I'm actually picking up out of this one, but is a pretty decent fragrance in my opinion. Not, it's not as great as I thought it would be, but once again, this is one of these things where I'm happy to have just bought a smaller quantity of it instead of shilling out like $200 and some for one of these fancy bottles. I paid like I can't remember how much this was, but like you pay like $16 some. Yeah, it's a little bit pricey, especially for what you get, but it's definitely way better than buying a whole entire bottle of something that you don't like. Agree? But I would give this fragrance a good 8 out of 10. It's not bad. My only complaints would be it's not as pungent as I thought it would be. Therefore, I don't know I don't know how the fragrance would go about like projecting, because I feel like I want somebody to smell me in a good way, right? But I want them to not have to be on my skin to smell the fragrance. I feel like for some reason I feel like you'd have to be pretty close to, like me and you are right now, to smell that fragrance. Not that that's a bad thing, because once you get a whiff of it, it's fantastic. It's very calming. It's very warm. It's nice. 8 out of 10 on that. Not too bad. Now the bottle though, I would rate that bottle, if I had that bottle, that's an easily 9.5 out of 10. Very beautiful looking bottle. But that does it for this video. I'm really glad that you could stop in. Happy Friday to you. If you got a product that you want me to take a look at, let me know in the comments below and maybe I'll check it out. But until the next video, go check out my soap videos playlist. It's got all kinds of stuff in there. Got all the fragrances, all the soaps. Hell, I got shampoos, conditioners. I got all kinds of dumb shit in there. But go check it out if you're interested at all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.